So, me as somebody who immigrated to America was able to build myself up from getting evicted from a house to making money to taking that money and securing it into real estate investments so I don't lose it all, right? And so I could keep growing it. Let's take a look at what Larry Bird did in his real estate, in his in his career as a basketball player. Bird remembers when players that went bankrupt used to make fun of him for saving his money, right? They'd laugh and make jokes that he's stashing his money. But what he did was hard work, right? He had his years in basketball, which paid him the most amount of money. And if you want to read this article, just go Google Will Starjacky and Larry Bird article on money, and you should be able to find it. But what he did was take his best years of income and not raise his lifestyle, right? Not buy the new cars, not go get a Bentley or a Mercedes Benz, and just take his money and make a few sound investments. There's my guy right there, Larry. Is this a basketball play? Let me see what he's got. I don't know what that is. So many NBA players file for bankruptcy within the first 5 years after they retire from playing professional basketball. And what I find in my career as well, real estate, I find that a lot of people actually, they have their really good years and then they have some not so good years. And usually when they make all this money, what they do is go and get a bigger car, bigger house, bigger payments, more payments, and then the money drops, right? Their finances drop. But they didn't secure it with investment properties or safe returns, right? Which is what our guy Larry Bird believes in. So I suggest you read this article, but basically what he's talking about is even when I was at the top of my game, we didn't drive a Mercedes or live in $1,000,000 houses or things like that. When I first started playing, we bought a nice little house in a French Lick, Baden area. It cost $125,000. I'm assuming that same house would be about $500,000 around here, $600,000. So you don't have to live lavishly, right? However, his retirement is good. Now the guy is in his 64 years or whatever. He's retiring. He made approximately $24 million, but he took that money and obviously he made wise decisions with it. So all I'm suggesting is if you have your career that you're trying to grow and you're actually making money in it, what I would suggest is basically when you do make that money, do not spend it all. As a matter of fact, be a money hoarder. Save it and only put it in safe investments that make sense. Now, you're going to want to spend it. Obviously, money's nice and it's great to spend. However, if you're looking to live a great life and you're looking to build your future up, especially as you get older, and maybe you don't make as much off your own efforts, well, you should really pay attention to how you spend your money and consider the fact that our guy, Larry Bird, is saving his money, right? He's not buying bigger, nicer things, and he probably makes more money than most people. So just a food for thought. I think that it was a great article. I'll try to add it at the bottom so you could take a look and read about it. I think money is great, but if you get it and then you end up like most basketball players going broke 5 years after your career, well, that doesn't seem like it's worth it to me. So just make sure you do the right thing.